How's it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm a FIFA Analyst, and today we are bringing you some Road to Glory FUT Champs highlights. These are from our first batch of 10 games, where obviously we are playing the 4-1-2-1-2 this weekend. If you want to see the custom tactics, the instructions and so on, you can head over to the YouTube channel on the main channel, FIFA Analyst, to watch that. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe. I'd recommend grabbing one of your favourite beverages, putting this on in the background as we chill. We're going to talk about just everything FIFA, really. The new content that we've been given, general thoughts, obviously going over some of the gameplay as well, and all that sort of stuff. So sit back, relax, and kind of enjoy. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about the team and how the team's performing for me this weekend. We did stick with the João Felix and the Aguero up front together. I was a little bit worried about running those two guys as our main strikers in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. They're not slow, but they don't have that burst of pace as like an Mbappe would, the strength and the pace that Ronaldo gives, and so on. However, they are both lethal as anything. If you haven't done that João Felix, I would recommend doing him. He's brilliant in front of goal. The only downside to it is that I think his card may become not usable, but certainly behind the power curve in about a month's time. Maybe even less. I think when the Team of the Year comes out, I think that's where we're going to start to see his card go. Think about like the Adama Traore that's been released. That, you know, if you come up against him, João Felix doesn't have that pace or strength to beat past someone like Adama Traore. So that's the only reason why, you know, I'm a little bit skeptical of you guys doing that. But when he first came out, he was absolutely brilliant, and he still is brilliant. Really been enjoying him. We've been playing Politano at Cam, and I'll be honest, I'm really impressed with that card. 4-star. He's again lethal in front of goal. Occasionally hits the post. Seems to like that. Gets attracted to it. But as a whole, I think for the Serie A, it's a card that you guys again should probably have done if you haven't already. I'm not sure when he expires. Obviously, we do our SBCs kind of straight away. Excuse me, as a general rule. So we've got him in, and yeah, definitely been enjoying him. We've been playing Madison at right CM. I'm still relatively impressed with Madison's card. I don't know what it is about him, but he just seems to, you know, be fairly quick. Got brilliant shot power, can generate some good chances, makes those late surging runs into the box. As a whole, it is a card that I'm quite happy with, and one that you guys obviously, you know, most people wouldn't have done him, and I completely understand that, and I get the reasons why. But he is a card that I've enjoyed. Beckham in centre mid, if I'm being truthful with you, woeful in a sense. Really not that great. Not a great card at all. Wouldn't recommend using him, you know, if you're after the meta team and the meta performances from your players. He isn't a card that really ticks the boxes for me. But in saying that, I've enjoyed using him, you know. This team's obviously different in the sense that, you know, Beckham obviously edge of the box, finesse. We try that every now and then. Most of the times it doesn't work, but occasionally it does. We do sub off Mario Rui, the left back, and sub on Ansaldi. And then obviously we have got Wan Bissaka. We've got this other we've got Gomez, no, we've got Carl Walker, and then we've got Tavernier at right back, the Rangers right back, which we've got in our red picks, who's been very solid actually. Wan Bissaka is performing to the level I'd expect him to now. I'm actually really happy with him. I don't know if I'm going to say I'm not going to say he's worth the coins that he was. I mean, he was coming in. He's at 400k now on Xbox. Do I think you should go and spend the 400k on him? No. If you've got some fodder that, you know, makes it cheaper, then yeah, probably would. If you can get him done for maybe 300k, I do think he is a good centre-back. I think he does a very, very good job, and a card that I've been quite happy with, really. And then obviously, it's just a price on him, isn't it, really? Politano comes in at 150k. Jesus Navas comes in at 150k. That Jesus Navas we used him a couple times, wasn't particularly too impressed with him. Prefer putting Ansaldi in at the back. Now, we have got Gnabry. We did complete the Gnabry. We finished him off on Friday evening when he came out. We finished him off like late on. You guys haven't seen that in the video. I spent the money on getting him done, bar one player, pretty much. He cost you about 250k. I actually think Gnabry's card looks really good. I've started bringing him on off the bench a couple times now. 4-star. And this is a debate which I see a lot of people doing, right? They go, it's too expensive, or just go and get this person, just go and get that person, just go and get this. And I get the saying of that, and I've been guilty of it in the past, just go and get this person. But the problem is that the person that normally you would recommend instead of Gnabry isn't German and doesn't play in the Bundesliga. So if you're running a Bundesliga side, you can't go and grab someone from the Spanish league who's not German and doesn't link to any of your players. So I don't really think that's a debate that, you know, you can kind of relate to. You just have to look at it and go, is it a card that fits my team? and a card which I can have success with. I think he's a fantastic card on what you've got on him. He's 5'9", medium high. Even if you played him as like a centre mid, to be honest with you, he's got quite a bit of strength on him as well. 74 strength and 84 stamina. The guy looks like honestly a fantastic card. I've put a hunter on him. For me, he's coming on off the bench just to increase his pace really. He doesn't have a lack of pace, but obviously he does have 88, 83 sprint speed. Good acceleration, but in that long run, doesn't really get going. You will see tomorrow kind of a bit more of a review on Gnabry and Haaland as well, because we did complete the Haaland SBC. You guys saw that the other day. I think he's very cheap for a 90 rated card. 3-star, 3-star. Does turn like a truck, however, very, very lethal in the goal, in front of goal. Coming in at 335k at the minute. So not too expensive for what he is. We have been given, I haven't talked about this one yet in a video, we have been given a Adama Traore, who comes in at 220,000 on PlayStation, 220,000 on Xbox, 215,000 on PlayStation. They originally released him with a right foot and the normal work rates that he has. They've now changed it so that he's high work rates and it is left-footed. So that was a more of an appealing SBC. I haven't done this one yet. I will get it done. However, I don't particularly want to go and just spend the coins here. I want to try and see if I can get him in via actually, getting some fodder in really. But I probably will have to spend the coins on him, to be honest with you. That's probably going to be where we're at with him. 96 pace, 72 shooting, 75 passing, 86 dribbling, 80 defending, and 84 physical. Not a bad card at all. I do think it is a bit expensive for... See, this is the problem, right? I think it's a bit expensive for him. But he is a phenomenal left back. I don't know if you want to play him left back. You could play him as a centre mid, and he could work really well there as like a box-to-box CM. And I saw a lot of people saying, why would you go and get this Adama Traore when you can go and get Ferland Mendy for much cheaper and tradable? Now, Ferland Mendy obviously will fit into a lot of teams. I completely get that. And the in-game stats, Adama Traore wins in pace. He wins in the shooting department. He's got better finishing. Not like this matters because he's a left back, but he's got a bit of that. I don't think he doesn't have his positioning. Positioning is 70 on Adama Traore, and positioning on Mendy is 80. So you may see him get caught out of position every now and then, which is one thing to bear in mind. Passing wise, pretty much dead even. It's 75 and 76 on that front. The short passing 79, long passing 66, which is quite poor for a left back, if I'm honest with you. But 79 long short passing could be okay, but you don't really want to distribute the balls down the line with him. That is something that he will struggle with. He's got better agility balance. His reactions is slow though at 73. So in terms of as a defender, that's not going to be great. As I do drop my pen, sorry. Composure 77 as well. Defensive stats, obviously he's got unbelievable strength. Defensive awareness is 81, which is the marking which he beats Mendy in. As a whole, defensively, he wins. And then he's got 90 strength, which obviously is much more than what Mendy's got at 79. So as a whole, he doesn't really... No, he doesn't suit left back, but I think, the lack of long passing, when you look for those through balls down the line, that's somewhere that you might see him struggle with. I just think if that was more like 150k, that would be a card that a lot of people I'd tell, go and get done. It's a card that you could then have. Obviously, we've been given the Raphael Varane in the road to the final as well. That guy's sitting in at 1 million coins on Xbox, 1.3 on PlayStation, which is an absolute unbelievable amount. Who have Real Madrid got actually in the... I don't actually know. Let's go and have a look. Real Madrid Champions League fixtures. So Real Madrid have been drawn against... This is one thing that I haven't checked, which is my fault. So I do apologise. Atlanta. And at Atlanta, I think, are... that Gomez plays for him. Gomez is leaving in January, so I don't know what's going on there. I think there's a bit of scenes, like stuff going on behind the scenes at Atalanta, so that obviously makes a bit of a difference. So in terms of Weekend League, how are we getting on at the minute? Obviously, you guys have been watching the gameplay. I've been looking at other stuff. So we jump into this one. We've got Marquinhos, Bamba, Depay, Neymar, Alessandrini. Good side. Obviously, the defence is a little bit different as well with Klosterman. How has it been going for us? At the time of recording this, we are 18-3. You'll be seeing this on a Sunday, and we're 18-3 as this video comes out for you. So obviously, we've got to finish off the Weekend League. I wasn't planning on playing all 30. Again, I was kind of going to sit at the gold 2, gold 1 mark. We'll see how it goes when we log on this evening. We've got West Brom v Aston Villa to kind of watch. So I don't know how late we're going to leave our games, but yeah, we'll kind of take it from there. The Weekend League in itself, you've seen me take obviously some losses. I took some losses that were definitely avoidable, but we did a video last weekend, and you guys know I had a bit of a, let's say, an epiphany. Someone was saying in the comment section that, if you don't like it, don't play it. Stop, treating it so seriously. It's a game. Well, it wasn't even like that. It was a bit more of like a, like different sort of comment anyway. But for me, obviously, I do take it serious. I do take it passionately. Yes, it's my job, and I can't just stop playing. I do love FIFA, but I definitely got very negative. And we've took a different approach this weekend. We've used a very different team. We're using a different formation, a formation which is my favourite formation on FIFA's. I love the way the build-up play works. I love the everything about it. It's not that it's easy to score, but it's certainly the 1-2s that you can generate and an attack with makes it very, very nice. And you can score some very good goals in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And we took that different approach to it. And you know what? We've lost some games that definitely could have been avoided if I concentrated more. However, I've quite enjoyed my weekend league. And that's very weird to say, but I've played some good football. I've, kind of stuck to my guns in the way that we've played. We've used some different cards that, I would never normally have used. And as a whole, I'm relatively happy with where it's going. Now, we could all go to pot tonight. Obviously, we will be streaming, obviously, our games this evening if you want to come over and watch over on Facebook. It could go to pot tonight, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that I keep calm and all that sort of stuff and just enjoy the game for what it is, really. We're coming up to Christmas, obviously, for myself, and I'm looking forward to having a bit of a break away from FIFA and kind of shutting off for a little bit. But also, again, if you're in England, you'll know about the changes to the Christmas rules and lockdown and all that sort of stuff. So as a whole, to be honest, FIFA's the last of people's concerns at the minute. If you guys, obviously, however you're celebrating, if you are celebrating, if you're playing weekend league next weekend over Christmas, that's fine. All I just ask you is don't let it, ruin your mood. Like there's bigger things going on at the minute in the world as a whole. Where just put it into perspective. That was a mistake for me there in a centre mid position. By the way, I stepped up. I tried to read the pass, but I stepped up into the wrong direction of the pass. So really, really frustrating actually. But yeah, so just kind of a different approach really has helped me this weekend, I suppose, and I've enjoyed it for a lot more than what it is. So. We have also gone and completed the objective that got released for the silver player. I can't remember his name. It's a really difficult one to say. Wamang Tikuka. Is that how I say it? Waman Gituka, sorry. Waman Gituka. So we've gone and got him done as well. Obviously, the silver lounge is very easy to do. The silver objective that they released, by the way, is ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous, but it's just you're not going to get it anytime soon. So that's going to take a little while to do. We also have got to do the Foot Freeze Volland. Now, the Volland got released, and we did a bit of a discussion on him the other day. I, for one, for a free card, look at this card and go, it's different, it's fun, I'll take it. I don't think you're playing centre-back. I think this card would probably suit quite well in like a centre-mid position in that league if you wanted to. Obviously, he gets a strong link into Golovin, I think his name is. I don't know how to say his name. Is it Golovin? Have a look. Yeah, Golovin, sorry. Alexander Golovin. Who looks, I said this when he came out, I think people are sleeping on his card a little bit. I think he's a good right back. I think he offers you quite a lot. He gets a strong link in to the player as well. So you're all right into Volland as well. So you're all right on that front. So I will be getting him done at some point. Now, I have also been doing quite a bit of trading recently. Obviously, you guys ask, how am I keeping up to date with doing these SBCs and so on? Our transfer profit is going up. It's things like, so like, for example, last night I was just chilling. I was keeping an eye on the market, and I'm kind of dealing with special cards at the minute. That's kind of where, again, before I say this, I'm not a trader. I don't, I'm trying to learn, so this isn't take it, take it for word. Like Cancelo, so I've been keeping an eye on him. I picked him up originally for 180, sold him for 194 when he came out. I made a little bit of profit there. But then, like last night, I managed to pick one up on open bid for 165 and flipped in straight away for 185k, which makes me 11k. 11k in terms of games, where you're looking at about 500 to 600 coins per game. That takes you a very long time to get that. I just did that in the matter of like 5 minutes, I suppose. So we make some money there. Things like the goalkeeper, Consigli, 84 in form, in packs at the minute. He's getting packed a lot. I can snipe him for anywhere from 16k or less. People list him up non-stop, and he sells for 17,750 by now. 18k as well. Obviously, he's used in SBCs. So you can make some easy coins on someone like that. I've also been dealing a little bit with Donnarumma, the record breaker card that he's got. So he normally sells. It really just depends on when. So like at the minute, Donnarumma is 105k. I pick him up anywhere from 90 to 95k, sell him for that 105k mark, roughly, give or take. It just fluctuates a lot, obviously, given when people sell. That Cancelo now, by the way, has gone down to 160k on Xbox. So what's going to happen, I imagine, is now the weekend league's finished, people are going to be selling off all of these special cards that have been in packs this weekend that they've been using. So it could be a really, really good time for you to go and pick up some of these some of these cards, you know, because going into next Thursday, they may hopefully may rise. So I may look at that. The problem is that I don't really like having too much coins put into investments, because if I have them into investments and an SBC comes out that I want to do, I don't have the fodder in the club to just do them, really. I have also been doing the 5k gold method. Me and our good friend Venom have been doing that. You might see Frog, who does that quite a lot. Frog 1786, I think it is. So that's where you basically just buy 5k gold packs with coins. You basically keep the rares, because the rares aren't selling at the minute. Sell all the non-rares, because they are selling because of the SBCs that are out. People need non-rares to complete these upgrade packs and so on. And then you can sell all the any position modifiers you get, any chemistry styles that sell, hunter, shadows, strikers to centre forwards, all that sort of stuff. They sell for a lot of coins. Keep an eye out. Discard the contracts is what I do, so I've got plenty of contracts in the club, and you honestly can make a lot of coins from just doing that by itself. So that's one thing that I have been doing to just, again, keep the club ticking over, as I like to say. I know I say it a lot, but when you're doing as many SBCs as I am, which is every single one, we have also got, by the way, one thing I have been trying to pay attention to is the SBCs that we've got left to do, right? So if I just quickly go to players on FUTBin, I know you guys can't see this. You got the thing in the background. So we've got a Adama Traore to do. We've done Haaland. We did the Maradona loan and opened the 50k pack and got nothing in it. We've done Navas, Politano, Wan Bissaka. The Icon SBCs obviously isn't something that we have to go and do, let's say. We've got the Bruno Fernandes to do and the Oxlade-Chamberlain. Those are the current ones that we are waiting on at the minute. Now, the Oxlade-Chamberlain expires in 15 days and Bruno Fernandes is 21 days. Those prices of those cards have gone up massively since we got given the Icon SBC. So I'm probably going to wait for fodder to drop that down a little bit again before we go and complete those two cards. And also, we're hoping that, you know, we get Division Rival rewards, Champs rewards, where we get some stuff that actually sells. So then we, you know, at the minute, we're kind of lingering around 1 million coins liquid always. I don't have anything else in the club that sells. I've just got 1 million coins that I'm constantly trying to trade a little bit with and complete SBCs with. So as long as I can keep at that level, I'm happy with that. But obviously, if I go into Oxlade-Chamberlain now, bang, 500k gone. We're now down to 500k. I've got nothing else in the club that will sell. That's the only coins that I have got. And the Bruno Fernandes, I couldn't even complete by himself at the minute. But it is still something that we want to do. So we'll get there eventually. But it is a lot of ticking over and, you know, making sure that the club is going to where we want it to be. Team of the Year, obviously, will be here at the start of the new year. And that's when we will probably see the market just completely fly down. You know, people will sell everything as they can to try and get some of the Team of the Year cards to open their packs and get them. Obviously, the chance of that happening now is very slim. This goal, by the way, I thought that was a phenomenal goal. I was really, really happy with that. You can just see, though, how easy at times it can be to get in behind in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, as Van Dijk makes a good block. Luckily enough, it does fall back to us, and João Felix says, thank you very much. We will slot that one into the back of the net. A little bit unfortunate here with Walker getting tackled. Managed to win it back though, Wan Bissaka. You can even see the Wan Bissaka, brilliant card. I should have just kicked that out. We give the opponent the ball back, which obviously is a poor goal to concede. That's my fault there. You know, yes, it's unfortunate, but it is completely my fault. I was really annoyed by this goal. I knew exactly the rainbow flick was there, and that's what he wanted to do. But unfortunately, you know, they don't lock onto the ball when the ball's in the air, which is really, really irritating. But Politano linking up with João Felix, just managing to kind of, you know, re-win the ball back as the opponent does manage to get the tackle in. João Felix, though, that near post, a method which we've been using a lot recently because people tend to move the goalkeepers, right? So sometimes just going to that near post can be better. Haaland and Ronaldo linking up together. Haaland with an absolute finish and a half. You'll be seeing that in the bit of the player review tomorrow as we do look at him in further detail. And give you guys our opinions on him. But what a fantastic finish that is. Cannot moan with it. But that is where we're going to end the video then, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Something a little bit different, a little bit more laid back. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.